Good evening, folks. Okay, so have I got some shit for you tonight? I hold in my hand the amended criminal complaint against Steven Avery. And what this basically is this is like the arrest warrant. And this was issued on March 8th of 2006, so almost immediately after Brendan Dassey's March 1st confession. And this is where I've got the issue, folks. I'm just going to read some of these to you. This is where I've got a fucking issue here. The above-named defendant on October 31st of 2005, as a party to a crime, did cause the death of Teresa M. Halbach with intent to kill that person. How the fuck do they figure? There is no proof, no solid proof, with the exception of what was fucking planted. But that's not even the worst part of this. We're getting to that. We've got mutilating a corpse, then possession of a firearm. Nah. What gets me is right here. This is first-degree sexual assault. Folks, they were never able to prove that Teresa Halbach was raped. They had absolutely no physical DNA evidence to prove that she was raped. And yet, it's included as one of the charges. I'll explain why that is in a minute. The above-named defendant on Monday, October 31st, 2005, as a party to a crime, did have sexual intercourse with Teresa Halbach without that person's consent by use or threat of use of a dangerous weapon. How the fuck do they figure? I mean, I know that at this point, they've got Brendan Dassey's bullshit testimony to feed this crap. But they had no physical evidence to back it up. The kidnapping, that's another one. That's a good one. By force or threat of imminent force, did seize or confine Teresa Halbach without that person's consent and with intent to cause the victim to be imprisoned or confined. False imprisonment, same bullshit. Probable cause. This is where they list their evidence that states that all this shit is accurate. Bases this, this is filed by Fossbender, by the way. We all know how he loves his fabricated bullshit, don't we? Bases this amended complaint upon the reports and investigations of Deputy Bill Tyson and Investigator Mark Weger of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, as well, and this is what's going to kick your ass, as well as citizen witnesses Barb Janda and defendant Brendan Dassey. What did you say to them, Barb? Huh? Folks, I want to know where the fuck Barb Janda's statement is. I gotta read that shit. I would love to know what's in there. But a little further down, Dassey stated that Steven Avery had a knife. I'm not going to go through all of the fucking bullshit about this rape that never fucking happened. Which Dassey described as being between 6 and 8 inches long that Avery had obtained from the kitchen area. Okay, so that roughly sounds like a butcher's knife. Dassey stated that Steven Avery told Halbach that he was going to kill her and that he was not going to let her go while threatening her with the knife. Does that sound like some shit that you would do right before you fucking stab a person? I mean, that kind of draws out the process, don't you think? That's kind of stupid. Dassey stated that Avery then used the knife and stabbed Teresa Halbach in the stomach area. Okay, so the first time, actually no, in the May 13th statement, he stated that Steven stabbed her directly in the chest, right on the breastbone, where there's no way that knife would have gone through. However, in March, he stated that he stabbed her in the stomach. Dassey stated that Avery then handed Dassey the knife and told Dassey to cut her throat. Dassey stated that he then went over to Teresa Halbach and cut her throat with the knife. Avery then told Dassey to cut off some of Teresa Halbach's hair, and Dassey stated that he did. Bullshit. Where's the arterial spray? And where are the hairs in Stephen Avery's bedroom. Just saying. Stephen Avery then went over to Teresa and put his hands around Halbach's neck and strangled her for approximately 2 to 3 minutes. If he slit her throat, why did he need to strangle her? And he would have gotten blood all over himself. Dassey stated that Stephen then went to the bathroom and washed the blood off of his hands. They didn't find drop one of Teresa Halbach's blood anywhere in that bathroom. And I'm willing to bet that if they had looked in the plumbing, they wouldn't have found any in there either. How do you explain that, Kratz? Dassey stated that during this period of time, Stephen also punched Teresa Halbach and had told her to shut her mouth. Okay, so where's the bruises to his knuckles? Dassey stated that he and Stephen Avery then unshackled Teresa Halbach and tied her up with rope. Where's the rope? And where's her DNA on the fucking handcuffs and the leg irons? Dassey stated that Stephen Avery then went to his residence and retrieved a .22 caliber rifle and returned to the garage, where he proceeded to shoot Teresa Halbach approximately 10 times. Are you fucking shitting me here, folks? This whole amended criminal complaint is based off of Brendan Dassey's story. There is not a single bit of physical evidence cited anywhere in this thing. And that is what a fucking criminal complaint is for. It's not only to tell the story as the defendant or co-defendant told it, it is to show what evidence supports that statement. And there is not a fucking lick of it. There is nothing in this complaint anywhere about physical evidence that bears out the narrative upon which they base their probable cause. So what the shit? Why was this not thrown out? How in the ever-loving fuck do they justify charging Stephen Avery with this crime? There is not a lick of physical evidence that proves any of that. Not a fucking shred. And of course, it was okayed and signed by Kratz. I mean, who else would it be? I'm disturbed by all of this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and leave the link to this down below so you can take a read through for yourself. It's just so gross. And also, I've got a pretty big announcement coming up. My partner and I have got a pretty big announcement coming up. And I hope you all will be completely as ecstatic about this as we are. But you're going to have to wait for next video. Sorry. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter, MamaPhoenix6. And you can go ahead and go to my channel page, click the little green t-shirt, and that'll take you to my merchandise page. Right now, Cafe Press is having an issue across the website with add to cart buttons. So if you want to purchase something, click in the quantity box, enter the quantity that you want, and then hit enter on your keyboard, and it'll put it in your cart. So thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next video.